Welcome to Code with Vinod. In this video, we will learn @input, @output, and event emitter. So basically, these three things we will use to communicate our components on Angular. So before explaining these three things, let's come on our web portal. So here we have added one thing. So if I click on add card, so our card number is increasing. So thing is, we are communicating between our child component to parent component. So our parent component is, let's say, my online showroom. So this is my parent component where all these buttons are placed. And when I click on any button, so data is changing. So these two child component is working with our main component. So if I, let's say, click on shoe, if I click on cloth, and if, let's say, if I hit add to cart, then number is increasing on our cart. So what is happening when I am triggering any event on our child component, then it is communicating with our parent component, and parent component is getting data from our child component to parent component. So how this thing is happening, so let's come again on our ppt. So here these three things we are using to communicating between the components. So @input, basically we use to get, or we can say send some kind of data, or we can say some events from parent component to child component. And @output we will use to send the data or event from child component to parent component. And EventEmitter we will use with @output. So when we will use @output, then we will emit some kind of event with the help of this event emitter. Then parent component will catch that event and use. So how things are happening, we will see step by step in our coding section. So let's come in our coding section. So here let's say I have added @output and event emitter. So these things we will import from @angular core. So I have imported event emitter and input and output. So now we will see output first, means how we are getting data from our child component to parent component. So here we are using local storage. So local storage we will discuss in other video tutorial. So we have imported, let's say, @input, and after then we have created an object for event emitter with new, and we have given type. So we have declared, means assigned this object on this variable product added. So you can take any name as per your convenience. So we have taken this, and after that how we will emit. So let's say if I click on this button, if I click on any button add to cart, then event emitter will trigger. So this is the function we created earlier to save the data. So let me show you on our cloud component. So when we click on add to cart, we are hitting this function save data, and we are passing some parameter to specify we are saving the data for cloth component. So this save data is created inside our cloth.component.ts. So this in this function, what we are doing, we are getting some data. Let's say if in our local storage already available any data, so we are getting the item and we are increasing. Let's say again, if we are hitting the button, then it will increase the number from local storage. And again we are saving the data this dot local storage. So we created a service for local storage. So we will explain this service as well in next video tutorial. So we are saving the data with param and this dot well dot to string. So we now we are saving the numbers. After then this dot local data. So we are using this data to get to access. So now for the timing, so we created this line for testing purpose. So now we will not use this. So we will use this because this dot product dot emit. So this product is coming from this variable. So this variable is the object. So this object dot emit, we will emit what we will emit local storage dot get param. So these function get and save function are coming from our local storage service. So we will get the data with the help of given param. Means we want to emit. If I click on this button, let's say add to cart, so we will emit the number related to this component. Let's say this is cloth component, so we will emit the event related to cloth component because we are passing cloth parameter from our HTML page, this one. So what will happen, this product will emit this number, and how we will catch this number on our parent. So let's come on our parent. So app.component.ts is our parent, and on HTML page we will use, let's say this is the app cloth. So we will use this from our, this is our cloth component, and we are using this selector app hyphen cloth. So we will copy this, and in the parent component we will use this app cloth. So this thing we can write like this. So this is our cloth component we are calling, and here I am applying some condition on the basis of, let's say, which one should be visible. So when I click on this button, so this button is doing the hiding and unhiding feature. So if this cloth visible is true, then it will show the cloth component, otherwise it show the shoe component. So now let me remove this because this thing is same like this, but we have added some functionality here. I will explain all these things. So if I remove this, so this product added, this variable we have declared in our cloth component as an object to emit. So what we will do, when this will emit, so we will catch the event on this child data. So this function we have created in our parent component in app.component.ts. So let me show you, this is the child data, this one. So in child data we are catching the event from our child component. So when our this child component will visible, so we will pass the event from this product added to this function, and inside our child data, what we will do, we have declared a variable cart val. So here we have declared cart value is any, but we have given 0, it's a kind of integer. Then we will pass, assign the event on this. So thing is, when we are doing some operation, or we are performing, we are clicking on add to cart in our child component, then it will refresh this variable. So that's the reason, when we are clicking on our child component, then count will increase. So for shoe it is different, because for each component we are passing a different parameter. Let's say for shoe and clothes we are passing the, for cloth we are passing cloth visible, and we are passing shoe visible. So both are different. So how we are passing? These are the button. So these are the button which are visible here. So if I click on our cloth, then we are passing cloth visible, and if I click on shoe, then we are passing on shoe visible. So this show hide utility function we have created in our app dot component. This is our parent component. So here, so this is the function we are handling. So every time we are, let's say if I click on let's say if parameter is cloth visible, then we are getting the count from local storage on the basis of given parameter, and assign and refreshing the cart value. So this thing is happening with the help of our three thing at the rate output and event emitter. And what is the use of input? Let me show you. So let's say on the app.component.html, I want to pass some data to child bag. So from here, let's say my data. So in so let before that, let me show you the shoe component as well. So here we have also created the same thing. We have created the event emitter as well, and everything is same for the shoe component as well, same like this. And for at the rate input, we have declared a variable. So this variable at the rate input my data. So now we can use this variable, means we can update this variable with the help of our parent component. So this my data we are passing from here, my inside the our bracket, inside the square sorry our square bracket, and we are passing some number, let's say 1 to 3. So we can use this number inside our child component. How we will use? So let's say in shoe component, I want to print this my data on the top. Let's wait. So if I click on shoe, so 1 to 3 we are able to get. So now we are getting this value from our parent component to child components. So these are the use cases for these three things. So thanks for watching, and in the next video tutorial we will discuss on local storage, means why we use local storage. So thanks for watching.